Melissa Vogt, and I'm the director of Dracula. Oh boy. Well, first off, Norman asked me, and I took a look at the script, and Dracula has always been a favorite of mine as far as the novel goes. And I was really impressed with the way Stephen Dietz tied the storylines together, and it's just a really interesting and quite cinematic version of the novel, so I was totally on board. I think I'm really good with actors, because I am an actor, and I understand the mechanics of being on stage and interacting with other people. Of course, I know the Vortex really well as well, so staging-wise, yeah, I can stage for that space. It's very technically challenging. There's video and heavy underscoring and lots of sound effects and about 5 million props and 5 gallons of blood. So trying to coordinate all that has been the hardest part, and working with the actors is just the icing on the cake. I love it. There's so many things. I think that the video aspects are going to be really cool. I just had a meeting with Dave Damaris, who's doing the sound design and scoring, and the sound design is going to be very intense and creepy and also beautiful. And of course, I can't wait for people to see the lovely work that the actors have been doing. I just think they're going to walk away going, wow, feeling like they've been immersed in the story. It's funny because everybody has their own take on the Dracula story. Back from Nosferatu to the, Coppola version of Dracula. It's gone from creepy monster to love story, and I feel like this version is a wonderful mix of all of those things. It has that very old school monster feel to it, but there's also a lot of love in this story. Because this is the genesis story of vampirism, really. It wasn't on the radar to this culture until Dracula. There's always been ghost stories and ghoul stories, but the actual succubus, the vampire, the blood drinker, this is where it all began. And I feel like sometimes those other stories have taken vampires into this really, teenage girl place, which is it's fun and it's nice, that's great. But this gets back to the real meaty, sexy underbelly of the scary things that go bump in the night and watch you and stalk you. Be prepared for an adventure. This won't be quite the story that you're probably used to. Some of the storylines have been tied together in interesting ways, and of course has been condensed so that you're not here for 5 hours. So be prepared for some delightful surprises and some really beautiful storytelling on stage.